Good morning, children. Today in English literature, take out your English book and turn to page number 26. Yesterday, children, you did an exercise, a warm-up exercise. In the warm-up exercise, you had to draw a tree full of leaves and you had to draw a few animals and birds that may make their home on the tree. Today, I will be reading you the story Home Sweet Home. You listen carefully to the story that I read. I am not going to read the whole story for you. You listen very carefully till where I read. I'm going to stop and I'm going to explain you my reading today, and then in the next literature class we will again continue reading and I will explain you the story. So listen very carefully while I read. The name of the story, Home Sweet Home. One day, three wicked men drove to a forest in a jeep. They took out their axes and started cutting down a large tree. The tree cried out in pain. "Help me! Help! They are hurting me!" The men laughed. "We'll cut down all the trees and become rich." The animals in the forest saw this from afar. They were very angry. The lion roared, "This has to stop. This is our home. How dare they destroy it?" Now, children, I finished reading the story, half of the story. I'm ended in this line, "How dare they destroy it?" I am not going to read any further. Now I'm going to explain you what I read just now. Once upon a time, or one day, there were three wicked men who drove into a forest in a jeep. Now these men were carrying axes with them. So when they came out of the jeeps, they started cutting down a large tree. When they started cutting, the tree cried out in pain and shouted, "Help me, help! They are hurting me." Hearing this, the men laughed. "We'll cut down all the trees and become rich." So these men had come to the forest to cut down the trees, sell the wood, and become rich with the money that they would get after selling the wood of the tree. The animals in the forest saw this from afar because they were all watching these men cutting down the trees, and they were very angry. And the lion roared and said, "This has to stop because this is our home. The forest is our home. The trees are our homes. How dare they destroy it? How dare those men come and destroy our homes?" So children, today you are going to read the story starting from "One day three wicked men" up to "How dare they destroy it." I only want your audios up to this line. Please send in your audios in my WhatsApp. Okay, children? Now, happy reading. Read well. When there is a comma, a short pause, when there is a full stop, a longer pause, okay, exclamation mark, remember exclamatory mark, and comma, and a question mark, All these are punctuation marks. Be careful how you read.